Canadian Armed Forces reservist units in Alberta prepare for war in many ways. While they can only be deployed overseas by volunteering, all reservists get trained for battle. Now, in part 2 of our 3-part exclusive series, we take a look at artillery training for the exercise Belligerent Grizzly, a task that will prepare them for a mock attack.
Fire. Number 1, fire!
Shots fill the blue sky over this field located south of CFB Wainwright. Reservists are spending the early part of the afternoon working with artillery as they prepare to go into mock battle. Belligerent Grizzly will force soldiers to utilize everything they've learned from theory to combat training. Captain Robert Meehan is with the 20th Independent Field Battery, stationed with the Royal Canadian Artillery. He gives us a tour of the area. Here, we need to be equipped with helmets, protective eyewear, and air plugs, as soldiers are working with live fire.
If we should come under attack with artillery, you'll hear the rounds come in, and when that happens, the first thing you do is you drop down as low as you can. If there's a hole there, that's even better, so it's not a bad place to go.
A quick lesson on safety before the captain explains what is happening here.
We're practicing basically supporting the infantry elements as they proceed onto their target. So right now we're conducting a fire mission where the infantry are preparing to advance on a target. We're softening up to allow them a better chance of achieving their objective with the minimum casualties.
For this exercise, he's the gun position officer, a tough gig ensuring the safety of everyone involved.
When mistakes happen, people get hurt, so we can't allow it to happen, so that we make sure to minimize that risk by having double checks and by being really strenuous in our procedures. So we have a very set procedure and a very specific way of doing things, and when we follow those rules, accidents just don't happen.
We head into the gun platform, tucked away behind camouflage netting. It's tough work getting these up.
The hole is mostly pre-dug by a backhoe, and it still took us about 6 to 8 hours to set up just this gun platform. They dig the hole, but it still needs to be perfected and smoothed out and all that jazz. We have to fill the sandbags up on the side. The hole goes to about here, give or take. So the sandbags go up the rest of the way.
A major detail of the gun platform is the ammo pit. Now, it's the key to making sure their shots hit their targets.
So if it's a consistent temperature, then we know we can predict more accurately where the bombs will go. If we can't predict that, if we just leave the ammo outside in the hot sun, the bottom ammo will be cooler, the top ammo will be hotter, and then we're going to get a direct difference. And if we're shooting at our max range of close to 12 kilometers, if we're in that range there, those little variations make a huge difference. And then the guy calling in the fire can't be sure if it's really going to land on him or if it's going to land on friendlies or enemies.
And this ammo belongs to this beast, a C3 howitzer. This powerful piece of equipment is designed to take out the enemy from a distance. After getting coordinates from the command post, the gunners position the gun.
Ready, 2, fire!
After a quick lesson, the soldiers allow me the chance to fire the C3 howitzer.
Fire! Good. Open that breech with your left hand. Perfect.
But after a long morning, it's time to replenish the reservists' appetites. Out come the meal bags, which are far from any culinary masterpiece, but they get the job done. As for dessert, that will come in the form of a mock attack later in the afternoon.
And tomorrow, in our 3rd and final part, the reservists reach enemy territory as a mock attack begins. The 36th annual Stockade Roundup has hit the Lloyd X grounds. The 3-day event features purebred shows, commercial auctions, and stock dog trials. In this week's Ag Report, Jeremy Thompson goes behind the scenes to find out what goes into creating a bovine beauty.
Packed with cows, bulls, people, and products, the Lloyd X grounds are full of breeders showing off what their programs have to offer. They're also full of purebred cattle like Revolver, the 2,845-pound Red Angus bull. Revolver is here to be shown and is used to being surrounded by activity.
Before they're 24 hours old, we let the kids loose in the barn without the cows in the barn. And, they touch them, they comb them, they pet them, they feel them, they stick their fingers in their ears. They're just basically handled a lot.
Hoskins is entering Revolver in the Angus Gold Show at this year's Stockade Roundup. It's one of only 2 opportunities to be judged in Saskatchewan this year. But next year, the National Angus Show will be in town. Chairman Michael Gerlinsky is looking forward to the attention it will bring to the border city.
Generally with your national shows, you have some of your best cattle in the country will hopefully be here.
The Angus Gold Show also has a junior division. Brynne Yoder has been doing shows as long as she can remember. This time, she'll be showing her red Angus cow, Jenna, who she's been prepping all day.
You're going to take glue, and you're going to spray the glue, and then comb it up to make them look bigger bones, because their bones are so tiny, and it's really like there's nothing there. So then you're going to take glue, and you're going to comb it up for showtime, and then you're going to put adhesive in their tail heads and everywhere, and then you're ready to go.
So now Jenna's been washed, fed, dried, and brushed, and now it's time to go show her. For Newcap News, I'm Jeremy Thompson.